Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, back with you with another new part of What If Izuku Was the Reincarnation of Date Masamune. This is part 10. In the last part, Izuku, Momo, Tokoyami, and also Mirio meet with one another, as now the four main protagonists of the Sengoku Basara series, Reincarnations, have now met. Not only that, it also seems that, Mirako has realized that Izuku really likes her. Hell, even downright cares about him. However, she won't fall in love for somebody weaker than her. Seeing this as a challenge, Izuku decides to fight against her, where the two begin to battle. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Currently back at their hideout, Kojiro, alongside Ochako and Kaminari, are basically spending time together, with Kojiro doing some training while looking over some of the gang that both him and Izuku forged together since their middle school days. Soon, as Kojiro was doing that of multiple sword swings, practicing each and every one of his techniques, before then soon dealing one final slash, creating that of a miniature shockwave with a little bit of white lightning going through his body as he's sweating profusely. Soon he begins hearing somebody calling his name, as it being Ochako, and beside him being that of Kaminari, with Kojiro seeing the two saying, "Uraka, Kaminari, what is the two that you want? Shouldn't you all be training as well?" Soon Kaminari saying, "Yeah, I did, and we are. However, we also want to know, you seen the boss by any chance?" Soon Kojiro was about to correct Kaminari within soon a couple of members of the gang, as one guy saying, "Huh? You call him Big Boss. The only one who gets to call him boss is Boss Katakura, not you damn newbies," as a few members of the gang, being that of one guy with that of a pompadour, wearing that of a school uniform that's main uniform is all blue, while having that of a yellow tie with that of a messy button-up shirt, pants rolled up all the way to his knees, and also basically bending his legs while walking. Now, like that, there's also another guy right beside him, as he wears that of small glasses with slick back spiky hair, and not only that, while also wearing the same uniform as well, but his pants aren't all the way rolled up. Not only that, a couple of girls that look like that of gals, actually, with one with that of blondish pink hair, and the other girl with that of tan skin, as the girl with that of the pinkish blonde hair came up and speak up saying, "Yeah, the two of you are that of newbies. You should know your place before talking to the boss like that. And also, what gives you the right to know the whereabouts of the big boss too?" As the four of them give both Ochako and Kaminari that of really intimidating glares, with the both of them basically shaking their knees as they wonder what the hell did they get themselves into, with then Kojiro speaking up saying, "That's enough, the four of you." Soon hearing this, all four of them basically stand in attention from that of, loyalty, fear, and respect, soon the guy with the glasses and slick back spiky hair saying, "But boss Kojiro, we were just saying, I understand what all of you are trying to do. However, remember, both Uraka and Kaminari are still new to the gang. Plus, they're also UA students and in me and the boss's class. So remember, they may be new, but they also have just as much of high authority as me. Show them some respect. And if you want and you want to show them the ropes, show them the ropes. But don't be disrespectful. Remember what the boss said about being part of the Azures." then soon, all four of them speak up saying, everybody here in the gang is equal. We do not look down on one another. With then hearing, as they say this, with the Pompadour guy saying, right, totally forgot about that. Sorry, boss, and sorry, you too as well. With then hearing this, Conner saying, whoa, I mean, they switched up quite a bit. Still, to be honest, I thought joining this gang was going to be a little bit scary, especially being part of here for almost that of a half a month, but even so, it's pretty fun being here, and no hard feelings. We understand the frustration of new guys and basically coming in thinking that they own the place, right? With then soon, one of the girls, the tan skin one saying, no, it's fine. We just forgot what the big boss always said to preach, and we should know our place. We should know that, especially being members for years. With hearing that, Uraki saying, still, I can't believe it. The big boss is like that. With soon, Kojiro basically sticking one of his swords his wind swords into the ground before sighing, saying, Izuku has always been like that, even ever since we were kids. He wants to be the best, wants to be the strongest. However, he always sees those as his equals, both in strength, power, and prestige. That's just how he's been. That's how he's always going to be. If you two are wondering where he's at, don't ask me. I tried calling his cell about that 5 times. Normally, he never misses a call from me. So wherever he is, I hope he's okay, but knowing him, he will be. That's just who he is. With then saying that back with Izuku, currently right now in an abandoned construction site, lightning and shaking continues to rupture from the entire site as dust clouds pop up, with a few civilians getting freaked out, while some people wanting to call the heroes. During this time, as it being the fight between that of Izuku and Mirako, as the two continue to clash with one another over and over again, strike after strike, hit after hit, with Mirako doing tons of flips and kicks to knock Izuku off balance, with Izuku using his lightning to move faster than Mirko can track, and slashing at her as much as he can, but making sure that they're non-lethal slashes though, not wanting to hurt the future Mrs. Midoriya after all. As the two continue to fight, both of them have that of feral grins of having so much fun with one another. With then basically backing up from one another, Mirako rushes back towards Izuku. Jumping into the air, she plans on using one of her special moves as she screams out, Crescent Moon Kick! With then, as she has that of a high drop kick down to Izuku, with then Izuku crossing his blades to get his 6 swords together, as then, instead of using just his lightning, he begins to use one for all, as the blue lightning and the green lightning clash together, with then the new one-eyed dragon could up and scream out, Bring it on, Mirako! Give me everything you got! As he jumps up in the air, being that of a mixture of a light blue lightning bolt, with 2 of them were about to clash. As soon as they do, a huge burst of force and also electricity basically blasts the entire construction site, bending at least a little bit of the metal in the process. Within soon, the two begin to fall down to the ground as both Izuku and Mirko are basically panting. However, their smiles have not left their face anytime soon. She could up and say, Gotta admit, I'm having a lot of fun right about now. I didn't think you actually could push me this far since that day. With then, Izuku couldn't help but continue to breathe while also smiling and chuckling at the same time, saying, same thing goes for you. You did say for me to go all out, and that's exactly what I'm doing. But I keep forgetting you're still the 7th ranked pro in Japan after all. I would be damn stupid to hold anything back on you. After saying this, soon Rumi couldn't help but have that of a more feral grin on her face, saying, "That's it. That's what I like to see. Come on." As she soon steps onto the ground, creating that of a small crater, as her muscular thighs and legs begin to bulge, almost like that of anticipation. With then Izuku noticing this, even with his one good eye, can help but say, "So I knew she was holding anything back. It's a good thing I was doing the same thing." With then soon crossing his swords once again as lightning generates through them, as he soon crouches down, looking like he's about to basically lunge for her. As the lightning continues to crackle, within soon the two rush at each other once again, within creating that of another small shockwave from their clash, as Mirako tries to do a straight kick towards Izuku's head, and Izuku tries to slash at her body at a body shot once more. With then the two are now in a deadlock. With that, their smiles have not faded one bit, not in that of frustration, not in that of annoyance, but their smiles in that of joy, excitement, and also the thrill. With then Mirako couldn't help internally think, he's perfect. He's absolutely perfect. When it comes to finding somebody on my level, it's so damn hard. Either all the pros that basically have my interests are either old or already have families, or the ones who actually do seem interesting are basically weak and pathetic. But this kid on the other hand is something else. He's amazing, perfect, absolutely everything I see in a dream guy. He may be 10 years younger than me, but screw it. I want him. No, I need him. Izuku Midoriya, show me what you got! With then soon getting out of the deadlock, with then soon she kicking Izuku in the gut, sending him flying into one of the steel eye beams, with then knocking him to the ground, with soon she jumping up once more, creating out of another, about to hit Izuku once again. Izuku, seeing this, quickly grabs his blades once more and soon rushes back towards Mirako, this time using that of 10% of One For All alongside his supernatural key lightning, with the two clashing in the air before then continue falling down to the ground, with then soon Izuku basically tossing one of his swords towards Mirako, throwing them, with then she basically kicks it away, saying, "So now we're just basically throwing shit now?" With then saying that, Izuku basically kicks her in the jaw, with soon saying, "You call it dirty fighting, I call it strategy." With then soon grabbing, while going down to the ground, grab the sword that he threw, and then soon sends that of a shockwave of lightning towards Mirako, infused with that of One For All. As seeing this, she was surprisingly able to dodge it, but not without at least a little bit of scratches, as blade marks were on the side of her cheeks and on the side of her hero costume as well. However, he didn't draw any blood, but just to show that he can basically scratch her though. However, as for the kick though, she did spit out at least a little bit of blood, with then still having that grin of excitement and happiness. With then Izuku, on the other hand, internally thinking, she's perfect. She's everything I wanted. Ever since that day I first fought against her, she is my bride. She is the future Rumi Midoriya. She is everything. She inspires me to keep on moving forward. Besides living up to all my expectations, living up to the expectations of having the strongest girl by my side is also a great motivation. I just want to be pushed to my limits, and having somebody like her push me is just as amazing. So, and I don't want to let her down. I don't want to disappoint Mirako. Within crossing his blades once more, as he screams out, "Come on, Mirako, bring it on!" With then soon saying, "You asked for it!" As then the two continue to clash once more, with then seeing as now they finally had that of an audience, as it being from a few pro heroes, some basically D-list and basically C-list heroes who don't even matter that much, with a few of them actually shocked and surprised that Mirako, one of the top 10 pros, is having trouble with that of a kid, or rather, she's enjoying fighting a kid. Some of them believe that she's basically fighting against that of a villainous kid with a powerful quirk, while some realize that, well, mostly the female pro heroines realize that they're actually flirting with one another, with then soon arriving on the scene as it being from Edgeshot. As the sixth ranked pro, he couldn't help but be shocked and surprised, with then actually sighing at the fact that Mirako is fighting against that of a high school kid, with then soon basically turns into a bit of string before aiming towards both of them, with then the two were about to clash once more. However, they notice the string, with then soon Rumi basically kicks the string of Edgeshot, and Izuku slashes at the string, within reverting Edgeshot's trajectory as he reverts back to normal, with then soon Izuku saying, "Edgeshot," with then Mirako saying, what do you want? What do you want, Stringy?" With then soon Edgeshot basically landing back on the ground, and with that of Grace, with then saying, "You two need to stop now. This isn't a time to be fighting against a kid, Mirako." With then soon Mirako saying, "And this doesn't have anything to do with you. Butt out. I'm finally having that of a good time with somebody." With then soon Izuku saying, "I got a lot of respect for you, Edgeshot, especially for a lot of pros. Well, maybe some that actually earned their title of hero, at least to me. But right now, I'm in the fight with the girl of my dreams, and I plan on earning her love. So, if you don't mind, you think you could come back another time?" As he prepares his 6 swords once more, with then soon Edgeshot sighing at this, with then looking back at the other pros, and even a few civilians as well, as then saying, "All right, I will oversee this fight, but if it goes out of control again, then I will stop it. Without any protest from either of you. Got it?" With then soon both of them say, yeah, whatever. With soon Edgeshot realized that's all he's probably going to get from the both of them, as the two clash once more. With then soon the two continue to strike at one another, dodging and weaving each and every slash, strike, and kick. With then soon Mirako basically flips in front of Izuku, does that of a spin drop kick, before then Izuku blocks the attack with all 6 of his swords, knocking her back before about to stab her, with then soon kicking away the stab while also moving out of the way as well. With then soon she basically rolling around for soon catching herself once more, as then Izuku already already seeing on where she was about to land, already begins to strike once more, as his grin is that of pure and unadulterated joy, with Mirko basically saying the same thing, internally thinking, he already got me, and it looks like I'm about to be done for. This proves it even more. He's the man of my dreams. As the three swords coming close to her face, which Edgeshot saw this and was about to stop. However, soon a shock wave of electricity was sent flying, as then soon the three swords were already inches away from Mirako's face before pulling back, as then Izuku couldn't help but have that of a smug and also somewhat attractive smile, even with only having that of his eye patch over his right eye, within saying, "I win, Rumio Sagayama," with then soon saying that she actually have that of a look of surprise before then turning into a grin and began laughing dramatically, with everybody shocked and surprised as Izuku still has his cocky smile. Within, she soon grabs Izuku by his arm, as then Izuku was shocked before then being grabbed by his collar, and then her lips lands on his. With that, Izuku was utterly shocked and surprised at the same time, as the kiss turned pretty damn passionate. However, for Edgeshot on the other hand, couldn't help but sigh before turning his head around, with then soon removing herself from the kiss. She couldn't help but say, "Yes, yes you did," with then Izuku completely and utterly shocked about what just happened, before then she's saying, "What? Shocked and surprised about getting a kiss from me besides just winning me?" With then Izuku couldn't help but giggle himself, before then turning into a full-on laugh, before saying, I'm sorry, it's just, this is the first time in years I've been caught off guard, and to be honest, it's the first time I've actually enjoyed being caught off guard for once. Normally, I hate that shit with a passion." And soon she's saying, "Ditto on that. I know that's for sure." Then soon within Edgeshot saying, "So, you're done with this?" Then soon Mirako saying, "Oh yeah, we're done. Isn't that right, Izuku?" Then Izuku saying, "Yeah, we're done here. So, I'll be taking my punishment. After all, I was using my quirk without permission." So, then soon Mirko saying, "Oh, hold up there now. You may have been using your quirk, but I'm the hero here, so I'll basically allow it, at least this once for a while. Isn't that fair, Edgy?" Soon hearing that annoying ass nickname, Edgeshot couldn't help but sigh in that of annoyance, before saying, "Fine, I'll let this go, and the rest of you will do the same. Is that understood?" Then hearing the words from the current number 6 hero, as they say, "Yes, Edgeshot," also not wanting to also get on the bad side of Mirako as well. Then soon Edgeshot saying, "I hope you're basically ready for the consequences. This is still a construction zone, and I feel bad for the people who are doing the construction site here." Then Izuku looking around saying, "Oh shit, yeah. Damn, I feel like an asshole even more now." Then soon Mirko saying, "Ow, what the hell ever. If they complain about it, I'll just give them half my paycheck. It's not like I use that shit for much anyway." Saying, "Right, you're a freelance hero after all, even though you're part of the top 10 for crying out loud." Then saying, "Just proves on how much of a badass I am." Then Izuku can help but say, "Yeah, a fine badass, that's for sure. With then grabbing Izuku by his neck, saying, "Oh, you little bastard, come here," with soon holding him close to her, as Izuku couldn't help but giggle to himself before saying, "Hey, you got time? You got plans anytime soon besides just fighting me for your hearts and all that bullshit?" With then soon saying, "Not that I know of. Why?" With then Izuku with his one good eye, having that a malicious look on his face. With then back at the hideout, all of the gang, alongside Ochako, Kaminari, and even Kojiro, were actually dumbfounded and shocked seeing this. With both Ochako and Kaminari, they're downright shocked with their jaws dropped all the way down to the floor. As for Kojiro, on the other hand, he's basically downright, well, dumbfounded. His mouth isn't open, but his eyes say it all, saying, "Oh my god, he actually did it." With then, soon, as it being Izuku, basically having his arm around Mirako, even though she's basically a couple inches taller than him, it's it's still somewhat adorable, but also funny at the same time. Saying, "Guys, I want you to meet my new girlfriend, Rumi Osagiyama." But I'm pretty sure many of you already know her as Mirako. With soon, Mirako also having her arm wrapped around Izuku, saying, "Hey there. So, these are the guys you were talking about. Not sure about how I feel about the girls, but I hope that they are able to live up to your expectations. And mine now, at least." With that, everyone having that of shivers down their spines, given that the 7th rank hero is basically either threatening or basically putting them up to high expectations now. With then, Izuku looks at Kojiro, with Kojiro just giving a look, basically saying, "You actually freaking did it, did you?" With then, soon, without even saying anything, basically with Izuku giving another look, saying, "Told you I could do it. And I told you she would be my future wife." With that, Izuku's life has now gotten at least a little bit more crazier and a lot more happy at the same time. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Let's read them. Sorry I didn't make the fight at least a little bit longer, and I basically started like midway as soon as they did. So, but even so, I hope you guys liked it. For me, fight scenes are always my favorite to do and always what I'm good at the most. So yeah. And now, both Izuku and Rumi are now a couple. Personally, unlike other pro heroes that I tried to ship Izuku with, this time it won't feel like tiptoeing around other bullshit. I mean, this is freaking Mirako we're talking about. If somebody complains about her, or basically try to make her seem like she's the bad guy, she'll either do two things: basically brush it off and say she doesn't care, or kick their asses. That's just the kind of woman she is, and we all love her for it. And two, Izuku doesn't give a shit, especially since this is Masamune. He does what he wants when he wants. That's just the person he is. So yeah, at any rate, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to keep up to date with my videos if you guys like this. Also, check out my Discord, gaming channel, side channel, and Patreon. All link in description below. So, with all that said, this is Yamuki, signing out. Later guys. Shiro, you know what to do, my girl.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!